Thank God we got this set almost back-to-back. Poor Supra has to run the gauntlet right here at the end. He's got to be up against Mothman, and then immediately he has to fight James. You know, just looking back at when Mothman started playing Yatterman 2, I am, like, I'm very appreciative of how far he's come in optimizing his combo damage. From the very first time we saw this team, I think back in 2017, against K-Beast. He's really been putting in the work. Oh god, it's like an endless loop. This is not a good matchup for him. Immediately eats damage on the incoming, but unfortunately Mothman doesn't get the follow-up. He just keeps... It's always a net positive meter-wise for him, which is what makes this so disgusting. The pressure is insane. And look at that. That thing has a hitbox the size of an F-150. It comes out in 3 frames, lasts for over half a second. Like, you cannot approach her. In situations like this, she just has complete control of neutral, and it's insane. Throw for the finisher. Alright. That was a much more dominant performance than what we saw earlier in the night. See if game 2 goes any better. He might swap out Saki for point. So that really didn't go well for Tekkaman. Nope, just keeping him in. Does that assist reflect projectiles? I'm pretty sure it does. Oh man. He's gotta switch. This is not gonna end well for him unless he gets a very lucky conversion with Baroque. He's keeping him in the corner. Okay, he got out of the corner, but then the helper comes right back with the Chun-Li assist covering basically every approach option. This is quite possibly one of the most oppressive character matchups I've ever seen on this stream. Oh, the American reset. Alright, tags him out to safety, smart. Little helper's in play again. And a combo for the raw tag punish. Oh, he almost converted that. Oh, that scenario, he was unsafe. Soup. You're watching this in the future for future reference. Whenever you see that spinning bird kick done, like, from the ground, always punish that. Like, just throw out a jab, you'll catch it. Alright, this is looking much more even now that Chun-Li's out. She has, much more difficulty approaching Zoe characters than, Yatterman 2 does. Preemptive burst, I don't know if I agree with that. Ko-Sho to catch both characters. DHC into robot to keep up the pressure. Very smart offensive play. Okay. Tried to chip Chun-Li to death on incoming and completely messed up the timing. But got the OTG full screen bullet, so it didn't matter that much. Oh man. That was not a good decision, that he was able to salvage that. If he didn't have the meter for burst, that would have been devastating. Now, I'm very curious as to the thought process behind changing up who was on point, because the Otter Man 2 has been working very well for him. Yeah, I think he realized that too. God, that's so much damage for no effort. It's moments like these where you realize that even if it looks like he's in a desperate situation, he still basically hits like a truck for any opportunity he gets to convert damage. So it's not quite as desperate as it looks, but it's close. Cross up. Oh. I know throwing out jabs has worked well for you in the past, man, but not in that situation. Okay. Alright. I'm seeing some really promising stuff there. I like that he was able to get the timing. He didn't quite get the follow-up for canceling legs and then jumping into jumping B. But it's definitely something I've seen like now that he's working on labbing. So if he can get that down, he might be able to win game 3. Or game 4. Oh, okay, so Soup. Let's put another one on the board. You know, I'm sad you're missing out on this too, Hello. This is some great stuff. 28 billion damage, no meter, 10% per row. Tekkaman, ladies and gentlemen. That robot helper is so useful, but also so inconsistent. Like, in that situation, I'm pretty sure it was the robot that caused that combo to drop, because it hit in one spot where you can't really count on it. It's very RNG. Which is simultaneously what makes it so useful, and also makes it so detrimental to your combo game. Alright, he's gonna go full zoner. Swap out to Chun-Li. Try and regenerate the little bit of health he can. Just relying on these random air legs hits. It is building him quite a bit of meter, though. Crossover air raid! That was a really good conversion. That's a dead Yata too. 3 hits from across the screen, 15 million damage. Oh, almost could have converted that, but that was a very spontaneous situation. I don't blame him for dropping the combo. And that works. This man has been labbing conversions. I am so pumped for him. Now, that didn't look like an unblockable, but that was a really interesting setup there. Throws him for the finish. Game 5. Very impressed by the adaptation on Soup's part. He's making every hit count now. I love that as crazy as this game can get sometimes, things like tick throws and just random grabs really are still viable. You know, you're right. I think he does lab the interactions with the robot, because otherwise I didn't really see a reason for that that throw. I think he knew that if he tried to follow up there, the robot was going to knock Tekkaman out of the combo, so he repositioned the robot by doing a throw to make it more advantageous. The more I'm watching him play this character and the applications in the different situations with the robot, I can definitely tell he's been practicing, like, basically every aspect of gameplay you can with this thing. Very smart play. Oh no, that was not a good choice. But fortunately, your opponent dropped the punish, so... Oh, almost averted. There we go. But has he been labbing the follow-up? No, it keeps it simple, because otherwise it becomes versatile. Very in-your-face pressure on incoming, and any straight shin damage is going to do it. The robot's in play, so you know that's going to look bad. Is that going to hit? Wow! Chun-Li's just jumps in like, I did it! What an unfortunate trade.